Hi, my name is Demosthenes, but you can call me Demo for short. So, I have a lot of friends in the BDSM community, with whom I'm rather known for my very lengthy blog and rant posts that have asked me to start a video log about BDSM and, many other things, to educate the public on it. This is something that is very close to my heart. It's something that I feel is important, and it's something about which I'm very passionate. This is the first in what will hopefully be a series of video logs or vlogs called Coming Out of the Rope Closet. Essentially, I choose that kind of tongue-in-cheek term because it means, for me, bringing the BDSM community out of the secrecy that it's known for many years and into the public, not so much the limelight, but into public display. I want the real lives of what BDSM lifestylers are to be known to the public, both for our benefit and for theirs. So I don't want to talk on that too long. But pretty much, since this is an introductory video, you'll have to pardon if my speech is not perfect or if my video editing is not perfect. I'm new at this, so let's go on this journey together, I guess. Just to start, what is a BDSM lifestyler? Well, I'd like to differentiate. BDSM stands for bondage, domination, sadism, and masochism. Now, many people think of it, whips, chains, 50 Shades of Grey, but what many people don't know is that it's not just about kinks or fetishes. It's also a lifestyle wherein participants will dedicate their whole lives to one another in this practice outside of the bedroom. Now, a lot of people think of BDSM as fetishes, and it is, but that term doesn't really work because many things are a fetish. Liking colored hair and piercings is a fetish. Schoolgirls are a fetish. Feet. These are all very common fetishes that many people that are not into BDSM enjoy. A BDSM lifestyler is somebody who wants to be in a BDSM relationship 24/7. For some people, this can in fact mean master and slaves, collared and not. For others, it doesn't. It just means that essentially the rules in their relationship are a little bit different than everybody else's. Now, I know that with 50 Shades of Grey, and as much as I loathe to talk about it, it really has brought BDSM out into the limelight, and this is good and bad. It's good because our lifestyle is becoming more publicly accepted. More people that would benefit from the lifestyle or would enjoy it can now try it. And it's bad for a host of reasons. It's fetishizing and making something that is a very serious lifestyle, that's a very serious practice, and it's turning it into something for, the public to use as a fad. Like, it was vampires for a while with Twilight, it was goth scene before that. Like, it comes in cycles. In a few years, when 50 Shades of Grey is no longer popular, they'll pick something else. But the difference between this lifestyle and any different lifestyle is that this one has a lot of rules and risks that can be extremely dangerous if not followed. Well, what does that mean? There's the obvious, but let me go into it. Most people that are into BDSM live by a rule: safe, sane, and consensual. Safe can mean a lot of things, but for the most part it means using safety words, knowing your limits. And even those that don't use safety words, it's like they sit down and talk about their rules. What does being a submissive mean for me? Do I want you to control what I do every day, or just sometimes? What does being a dominant mean for me? Do I want to control every aspect of the relationship, or just some? And then there's sane, and that means practicing BDSM in the right mindset, not when you're drunk, not when you're on drugs, not when you're underage or not consenting. But it can also mean something else, like knowing about BDSM before you practice it. Part of my problem with 50 Shades of Grey is that it doesn't show safe or sane. The practices themselves, the sex is, it's not super dangerous. It's nothing crazy, but she doesn't know anything about it. Pardon me, I believe her name is Anastasia Steele. I apologize if I get that incorrectly. Does not even know what BDSM is until she has sex with that man for the first time. So it was not safe because she wasn't prepared. It was not sane because she knew nothing about it before signing a contract. And then it comes into the whole consensual. You know, I mean, she had a contract, but she kind of had her hand forced into it. It was mental abuse. Sign this contract that says I can fuck you in the ass anytime I want, or I'm never talking to you again. Those aren't the actions of a sane man. Don't get me wrong, 50 Shades of Grey is a romance novel. It's not meant to be taken seriously. But if everybody and their mom starts reading it and everybody and their mom thinks that's what BDSM is, it's going to allow anybody that's abusive to be like, oh, I can tell you to do whatever the hell I want. I'm your dominant. It's going to have them be like, oh, you don't know what domination is? Of course. You have to do whatever I say. Or people that otherwise would not engage in healthy relationships are going to be victimized because they don't know what it's like, because this is the only example they've had. So I definitely encourage people to check out BDSM. I definitely encourage them to practice whatever the hell they want, but they need to educate themselves. They need to make sure that they're doing it safely. If you tie a rope around your wrist, or somebody else does, and you don't know how to do it properly, you can cause nerve damage. If you don't know how to choke someone properly and know when to stop, you can cause brain damage or even kill someone. If you don't know what a safety word is, and you don't know when to stop during a play rape scene, you might actually rape someone because they don't know how to say no, or you don't know when to stop. Now, that's why education is important, and that's why I'm starting this series. I'm sorry if the intro video is a little long. I can be a little long-winded, and I'm just trying to get the message out there. But this is why I think that, you know, with BDSM, just like any other fetish, any other lifestyle, comes responsibility. That's part of where I'm coming from. So, any questions or comments, feel free to leave them. Thanks.